Well, you got the suit on today.
Yeah, I'm going for an 80s vibe.
You are 80s. Are we ready? Here we go. 3,
It's
2.
a Hawaii thing. Whoa. It's a Hawaii thing.
Welcome to It's a Hawaii Thing. How's it going? You got Lanai, and that's Brooke Lee.
What's up?
Don't get us confused. Thanks for
Ever.
joining us. We got a special guest today.
Me too.
Born in Honolulu.
Yeah.
She's a big actress now. Is it actor or actress?
Depends on the person, the artist, how they want to express themselves.
Yeah, she's very talented. She's been on all kinds of stuff. Fame, the
kinds.
TV series. She's worked with Gary Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
One West Waikiki. Remember that one?
That was a signature.
Sports Night. She works with Sports Night. She's also worked with like Eddie Murphy. She's been on House of Cards. LA's Finest.
A lot of up and coming shows.
Yes, I mean there's so many things. We just have to
A lot
ask
of
her
indies.
about her resume. Ladies and gentlemen, Kayla Blake. How are you, Kayla?
How's it?
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Nice. So nice to meet you. I feel so honored to be on the show. So thank you so much.
Thank you for the desserts, by the
I know.
way.
You know what? Class act, girl. You're not
Yes.
even here, but you delegate. And you had the ohana come down and bring the matsu mochi. So that's your cousin?
Mochi.
Is that your
My
cousin?
cousin Jared and Laura Sniffen. They have this little family business that they started recently. Laura has been making mochi for our families forever, and they started this little business. So if you're interested about the information about it, you can look on their Instagram at Matsu Mochi, MATSU Mochi. They're just I'm so close to them. My kids are close to them because they're all close in age, and they're just beautiful Hawaii people.
Awesome.
And,
Good
so I
job.
wanted to give them a shout out.
Yeah, I know. We got into the office today. They're like, Kayla had her ohana come bring by some butter mochi. We were like, wow, class act. Nice, nice.
3 different ones, I think.
Yeah,
They
there was
got
a matcha, there was the butter. There's only a few
coconut
left.
kinako.
Yeah, Brooke ate half of
Yeah,
mine,
I did
so
not.
yeah, I got 3 left. Yeah, who ate the other half?
Wow.
Anyway, thanks for being here today.
Oh, please.
You're doing
Thank
so
you
many
for having me.
so many cool things. When was your first acting
you
gig?
know.
What was your
Pardon me?
first acting gig?
That would be China Beach.
Wow.
China
If you
Beach.
remember, that was kind of like a modern day MASH.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I played a lounge singer, a Filipino lounge singer on that show.
Uh-huh.
That was it was a lot of fun.
Where in
I
high
was
school
a-
did you go to, Kayla?
I went to St. Joseph's Notre Dame up in Northern California.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Honolulu
Yeah.
and then grew up in the Bay Area, Alameda, San Francisco area.
Uh-huh.
But we would spend every summer, and back when I was in school, summer was like 3 months long. I mean,
Yeah.
instead of now, it's like
2
barely
weeks.
2,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So every summer we would fly straight after school to Hawaii and stay with my auntie Kwani on Wilder Street in Honolulu,
Uh-huh.
and just live there for 3 months. So I feel like Hawaii is still home for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course. So you grew up in the Bay during all
Yeah.
through high school? Yeah.
High school.
That's
yeah.
a good school, isn't it? Anything
It
with
is a good
Nortra in it.
school. Yeah, right? Sounds so fancy.
Yeah. Notre Dame.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
I think we're known for Jason Kidd having gone
That's
to our high
right.
school.
Basketball player.
Oh, right, right,
Famous
right.
Yeah,
basketball
yeah.
player.
But there's a lot of local people up in the Bay Area.
Oh, so many.
Yeah, a lot of people that move to.
There's Facebook groups now that are like I think it's called Locals in the Bay. There's Filipinos in the Bay,
Right.
which are half of them
I
are from
love it.
Hawaii. Yeah. Do you know how the Filipinos got there?
To where?
To San Francisco.
A boat.
Yeah. Some of them went on a boat.
Okay.
Yeah. Some plane.
Yeah,
Yeah. They went to work in the asparagus fields.
that's random.
And then CNH Sugar, of course, California
of course,
and Hawaii.
CNH, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Ah.
that's a little history lesson.
Thank you,
how,
Cliff.
how do you
Appreciate
how do you like acting?
It's my passion. You know,
Yeah.
I've been doing it, I feel like forever. I started actually as a dancer on a TV show called Fame.
Yes. What a
And
show.
a well-known actor now who was also a dancer with me named Harold Perrineau said, "Oh, you have a very unique look." Because back then, you know, not a lot of locals. And he said, "You should look into it." And then an actor in the show, Eric Pierpoint, said, "You should take some classes." And I took my first class, and I was going to school at the time and I had a test the next day, but I didn't tell the teacher that. And I went up to do, it was a Meisner technique class, and I went up to do an exercise on the class. And I was so nervous that I came off the stage. I was hyperventilating because I was so nervous. I'd never done it before. And I had to leave early because I had a test. But he thought I left early because I was so nervous and I couldn't take it. So he looked at his assistant. He's like, we're never going to see her again. But I loved it. Anything that scares me, I got to try it.
Your adrenaline junkie.
When I showed up the next day, the next week for class, he fell to the floor. He's like, I didn't think we'd ever see you again. And from that point, I fell in love with it, and I've been, very fortunate in the years that I've been doing this to work with some amazing people.
You got the bug.
Yeah.
No, Fame wasn't your first big show. Well, you said China Beach. Was there anything else before that?
No, China Beach was my first TV show. Fame, I was a dancer.
You went straight to TV? That's crazy. Good for you.
At China Beach, wasn't there a local girl on it? Elizabeth Lindsay was in China Beach, wasn't she? Elizabeth Lindsay was on China Beach. She's a former Miss Hawaii from here. She? Yeah, she's an actress. Because it was Dana Delaney. Wasn't Dana Delaney in China Beach
Delaney
as well?
show.
Yeah.
But I didn't meet her. Oh, I'm disappointed. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to meet her.
Well, we're gonna take a quick break. Hold that thought. I'm sorry, we're gonna take a commercial break. Don't go anywhere. It's a Hawaii thing. We're hanging out with Kayla Blake.
Hey.
Bringing you what matters. Viewers can receive the Star Advertiser digital full access subscription for just $9.95 per month. Go to staradvertiser.com and click on subscribe. Use the code AHI Thing. Long's Drugs is always here for Hawaii, providing your family with their local favorites, accessible health and wellness services to keep you safe and healthy. Make Long's a part of your day. This show is brought to you by the Show Aloha Challenge, bringing you the second annual Winter Wonderland, presented by Mirror Image Construction. Get your tickets today at ShowAlohaChallenge.com. The Show Aloha Challenge Foundation raises funds and promotes initiatives to serve the people who need them most. Visit the website, ShowAlohaChallenge.com, and get involved.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Kayla Blake is hanging out with us. We're talking about China Beach. What was the show about? I can't remember.
It was like MASH. It was a reinvention.
Hospital
it was like during the war. Which was a Korea? It wasn't Korean. Was it Korea War still, or which war was it? Vietnam? No.
I want to say Vietnam War.
It was Vietnam War.
They were the hospital unit that's with the tents and all of that.
I'm gonna have to go Google it.
Yeah, I believe Elizabeth Lindsay was on that for a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds really familiar to me. It was a while ago. So
yeah.
It's hard to remember.
Yeah.
What did you do with Gary Marshall?
Exit to Eden.
Eden.
Another Dana Delaney movie.
Yes.
Wow.
And a lot of naked people.
Yes.
Not me.
No, let's be clear.
However, there were. When we all auditioned, he auditioned me for a different part.
Where did they shoot this at?
It was LA somewhere.
Because Hawaii had a show, Lanai, where I'm from. They did a Eden movie.
Well, no, this was based on a book about S&M and stuff. Like Rosie O'Donnell. It's a famous thing. Because Rosie O'Donnell's in like she's like in a dominatrix
Angie
outfit.
LaPrette was one of the producers on that one. That's how I know that.
Oh,
show.
really?
That movie, yeah.
That's random. I didn't know that.
You're a good friend, Angie LaPrette.
For
Exit to Eden?
Yeah, she worked because
she must have been like a production manager.
Yeah, she was one
you
of the
say
producers.
producer, I'm like,
she was a part of it. And anyway, I set her up with my mom, who helped with all the transportation on Lanai. I thought it was the same movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So this movie was about. Refresh my memory.
Yeah, it was a lot of S&M.
Yeah, it was based on a book, like a famous book that they.
It was supposed to be a drama, but I guess
turned into a comedy.
They loved Rosie O'Donnell's play, so they turned it into a comedy.
Yeah, and Gary Marshall's like a comedy guy, so
he's fantastic. Well, he had me audition for this one role where you're supposed to be naked, and so I auditioned, and they said, okay, so here's the thing. Everybody who's auditioning for it has to come into the callback and this is a true story, and has to
be naked,
get undressed.
Wow.
Because if you cannot do it at a callback,
you can't do it on set. Yeah,
you're not going to do it on set, and you can't waste the money.
Right.
So they had, so here we come. There's like 20 women coming in, and we go in one at a time. And I was like, it's a Gary Marshall movie. And it wasn't like just him. It wasn't creepy. There
Yeah,
were
yeah,
like
yeah.
You know, 3 ladies in there. It was very professionally done.
Right.
You get undressed, you put your clothes back on, and then you go. And then right after I leave, you know, the casting lady comes out. She says, "Well, you guys all want to go together?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." I was like, "I'm gonna go by
I missed it by
myself."
that much.
Right?
Oh,
And
wow.
then everybody else, we all went in together. Here's the thing. They called me and they said, "Gary wants you in the movie, but he doesn't want you to do that part. So he wrote in a part for you."
Oh, that's great.
He had seen me in a little indie project that I did that he came to the screening of, and he remembered me from that. He said, "I want her in the movie." So he created this little role of a police officer for me in it.
Aw.
That's awesome.
But I didn't have to be naked. I was
Right.
like, "Yeah, thank you."
Let me tell you something about Gary Marshall, though. Well, wait, you have to take a break or no?
No.
Gary Marshall loved Hawaii. God bless his soul.
Did
As
he?
did his sister. They stayed at the Kahala all the time. I bumped into him once at one of the GLAAD Awards. He loves local girls.
Did he want to see you naked?
No,
Oh.
because he saw Kayla naked. No, but he has a soft place in his heart for Hapa girls. He really does love that
Well,
Eurasian
you know,
look.
you also got to look at it this way. If he wants to see you naked at one of his movies, then that's a big compliment. It really is.
Yeah, I
He's
guess.
like, I guess if you want to look at it glass half
Yeah.
full, okay.
I was
Yeah.
just happy not to be.
Yeah, I mean, he remembers faces.
I mean, it wasn't an audition for the circus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be different.
That would be different. Very different. Very, very different.
Wow, that's a great way to go to do an audition. Nobody's asked me to
Hey,
go
Gary
naked.
Marshall writes you a part. That's a big deal.
That is huge.
That's
Yeah.
a big
That was
deal.
awesome.
That's,
I
do
was
you
very
keep in touch
fortunate.
with him? Have you seen
He's
him late?
Passed away.
Well, I know. Did you keep in touch with him after? No.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Yeah, but he was a lovely man. Loved Hawaii to death, as did Penny Marshall, his sister. They stayed here
Penny
as a
Marshall,
family
she's like my
all
hero.
the time. They stayed at
Yeah.
Kahala. They love Hawaii.
Laverne and
Loved
Shirley.
Hawaii.
All right, we got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's a Hawaii thing. We'll be right back.
This show is brought to you by Atlas Construction, Hawaii's #1 builder for 9 years in a row. Call them at 808-951-9500 for the quality and service you deserve today. HEC Medical Clinic, Dr. Aries Oda, Hawaii's #1 laser weight loss center for weight loss, reverse diabetes, and heart disease. Call today for your limited time special, only $37. Lose 1 to 2 inches instantly. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Kayla Blake is hanging out with us, and you've done so many different things. What did you do with Eddie Murphy?
1,000 words.
Yeah,
That was a hard one.
Yeah, that was fun. I had the honor of working with the incredible Ruby Dee. I played her. I guess she was in a nursing home, and I was her nurse. And she was in the movie Eddie's mom.
Right.
Okay.
So we got to do a couple of little scenes together.
How was he?
He was awesome.
Yeah.
Just really, really sweet. You know, really funny. A little bit quiet. Like you think they're going to be like this big personality.
Firecrackers.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're a little more shy.
Yeah.
I did stand-up comedy because of him.
Of
Like he was the
course.
first person I ever saw do
He
stand-up.
inspired a generation of
And
you.
yeah, and I was like, what
Yeah.
is this guy doing, making people laugh by
Right.
himself? And then so I always I've never met him, and every time I know people who worked with him or met him, I always say, how was he like? You know, you only hear good stories about
Yeah.
the guy. That's awesome. And you worked on an incredible show, House of Cards. What'd you do on House of Cards?
I was a senator from Hawaii.
Were
Well, talk about
Mm.
typecasting.
Lima, I think her name was, or something like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
A scene with Robin Wright, who's
Oof.
lovely also.
Yeah.
How much do you think of that is true? All those little scenes and stuff. I was like,
What little scenes are you
no,
talking
I mean
about?
the show. How much do you think is true in politics?
Oh, yeah, I don't.
You don't know. No
She's like, I'm not
opinion?
touching that with a
No-
10-foot
no
pole,
opinion on
blah.
that?
My mom said never talk about politics.
Never gonna
Yeah.
touch it with a 10-foot pole, blah.
Of course, of course.
I was actually told that I was supposed to come back to do another episode, and then there was the whole,
Kerfuffle. Yeah,
Oh.
that happened.
that's a
Yeah.
good word,
Yeah.
the whole kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yes, it is.
What a great word.
It is now. Because Brooke said it, it is a word.
I don't know. I went to public school, so I don't know.
Okay, buddy.
And you worked with one of my favorites, Jessica Alba. What'd you do with Jessica?
LA's finest.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
She's so lovely.
Yeah.
She
yeah,
is.
LA's finest. It's just a sweet, sweet lady. The minute we got into the trailer, she's like, oh, because I had to be the mom of this guy who was already on the show, who's a killer. And he's Malaysian, I think. So they had to find the parents. And so as soon as she got in the van, she's like, oh, what a beautiful mix. What are you? And so we talked about that. She's just a really lovely person.
What are you, Kayla? Tell everybody what nationality.
I am Hawaiian, Chinese, English.
Awesome.
Hey Allah. See?
Papa. Good job. Yeah.
Nice. Well, how come you haven't? We got an NCIS Hawaii up in this joint now. We got Magnum up in this joint now. You're gonna have to be coming back on this side of the pond.
We're looking into
it. Does your agent look for you for shows in Hawaii, or do you ask for?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you do any other shows in Hawaii? Like
you did Hawaii 5-0s.
5-0?
You did the 5-0s.
I did One West.
I
didn't do the. I did a pilot for 5-0.
Oh, okay.
Before the one that actually was on TV. With Gary Busey.
Oh, that's right.
And Russell
Gary
Wong.
Busey, I forgot
We
about
did a
him.
pilot.
Yeah.
Did not get picked up. Maybe that was a good thing.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
And then there was a show called Hawaii that Michael Biehn starred in. I think it's like it got canceled after 6 episodes, and my episode was like number 7.
Oh, what a bummer!
Oh my God, Michael Biehn, that's a name.
Was that the one that they did at the Turtle Bay? No, that's not the one. Was it what was the show about Hawaii?
Cops.
Was it a cop show?
You're like, throw a dart at a board.
I was thinking it was that one they shot at
North
Turtle
Shore
Bay.
movie.
Oh, North Shore.
Because that's when Jason was on, Momoa.
Yes.
Right, was on it.
Yeah.
They all worked at a hotel.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
worked
it was
at a hotel. Have you worked with some of the Hawaii actors that are living in LA? Or do you see any of them around? You must go to auditions.
Well, Tamlin's not from Hawaii, but I know you guys have.
We've adopted her.
Yeah, she's an honorary local girl.
She has a certificate.
She came and did an episode, I think like the pilot and the first few episodes of One West with us.
Oh, wow.
And Cheryl Ladd.
I love her.
Yeah. Oh my God, what a beautiful person she is.
Yeah.
And her pitching is spot on. It's kind of crazy for someone not from here.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of
Like,
crazy.
wait a minute, because that's a hard thing
it's
to
a
do
hard thing. You can't fake
if you're
it.
not local.
Yeah.
And she does pretty good with the Hawaiian words, too.
I know. It makes I check my own when I'm talking to her. I'm like, did I say that right? Or did she say, I can't, what?
I liked her since the Karate Kid.
I know. You had posters.
How can you not?
Yeah.
I get it.
I can't wait to meet her in person.
I know.
I'm going to hug her for like 30 seconds.
It's going to get creepy. But, all right.
It's going to be creepy.
I'm going to time it.
It's a Hawaiian hug.
Okay.
We got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Kayla Blake is hanging out with us. It's a Hawaii thing. We'll be right back. For all your money needs, Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union is here for you. Visit hificu.com. Chaminade University is preparing Hawaii's leaders for tomorrow, today. Earn a private education with a public service mission right here at home. Get started at chaminade.edu. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Kayla hanging out with us. And what do you got coming up, Kayla?
I actually have coming up a couple episodes of, and I haven't been able to say anything because it now is going to air soon, but a couple of episodes of American Horror Story.
Really?
I love that show.
I love it so much.
This is like their season 10.
Yeah.
So I think I'm in episode like 3 and 5.
What
or
is
something
that cat's
like
name again from Glee?
What's that?
What's the cat's name? Who's in charge? What's his name again?
From Glee?
Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy. That guy's brain. I'm telling you, that's some next level.
That show. I mean, like all of the shows. I'm afraid of scary things, scary shows.
And you're on the wrong show. Cause
I know. And my daughter said, "Mom, you have to watch all the episodes. You're in the show."
No, you can't.
And so I had to watch.
You watched all of them? I had to skip some because it gets in your brain.
I don't watch scary stuff, so I'm sorry I haven't watched any of them.
Like,
but I will watch your episodes.
He's some next level, and that's the guy who brought you Glee. So that's how you know he's crazy talented because he brought you like girls who were like singing all happy, and then dark.
And then dark. Yeah. And so I got to work with Lily Rabe and Finn Wittrock. They are so down to earth, so real, so sweet. Right. So that was exciting.
Boy, what a career!
Were you spooky though? Did you? Can you not tell? You can't
I'm not
talk.
Spooky.
Yeah, you. Oh, okay.
You get
I cannot
killed.
say.
Did you die?
He can't. She's NDAs. We can't get into it. Just watch the show.
All right,
That's right.
What platform is it on?
What are you talking
It's
about?
like HBO,
FX.
Hulu.
It's Netflix.
FX. Okay.
And FX.
Yeah.
Hulu and FX.
Hulu and okay, I have that. I have so many. I don't know what I pay for anymore.
I know.
Yeah, I think there's an app you can get now, and it
tells
you
you
what you're watching.
Tells you what to watch.
That's so cool. You have anything else that you're working on that we need to know about?
In the Actors Gang, which is Tim Robbins Theater Company.
Tim Robbins,
And,
that's a name.
Tim Robbins, the amazing Tim Robbins.
Shawshank Redemption, my favorite movie.
Yes. And so we're currently doing it's like a virtual theater. Once it hit, he created this platform for us to work on. He wanted to do stories about the Great Depression because it's very similar to what's going on these days with people trying to survive. And he was using the stories from Studs Terkel in a book called Hard Times. But we could also write our own. So I chose to write my own about my grandfather in Hawaii during the Great Depression because I wanted to represent the people in Hawaii.
Right.
And he's great because we also did, it was called The New Colossus. It's a play that we did, and we took it to Chile and Argentina and a national tour. It's 12 actors speaking 12 different languages from 12 different eras, all sharing our own personal stories of our family's survival and resilience to get their families to America. And I got to do my mom's story and play her at 9 years old.
That's
Nice.
so cool.
It's like, that was, I think, like one of the real projects in my life that I'm like, I am so profoundly grateful for that experience and to be able to talk about my mom's family and the struggles they went through. So that was a highlight for sure.
Nice.
Now, can anybody watch that somewhere? Did you
No,
record
it's
it?
a play.
I know, but nobody
It's a
recorded
play.
it for no.
It's recorded, I believe, but not for anybody to see yet.
Yeah.
He has a little vault of
The Tim Robbins vault.
So not anymore.
That
but
would be a
hopefully
great thing
they'll
to
bring it
release
back.
later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
What do you miss about Hawaii when you're away for a while? I know you were just home, but
Everything.
everything.
I miss my miss my family. We all got together and we put out this huge table and we all sat there and had an assembly line making laulau.
That's
together.
the way to do it.
Right.
That's
I missed that
The
Ohana
community,
time. But
the
the community and them, of course, the food. It's not quite the same here.
Kayla, we want to talk to you some more, so
Yeah.
you're gonna have to go
Oh,
to
wait.
the extended version of YouTube,
Wait, I got gifts.
Spotify, Apple, but we have a gift for
Because
you.
we're from locals. We're locals. So 8ATs is a sponsor. So we got you some
I love
shirts.
ADATs.
I know Angela Pretz already schooled you on 8ATs.
Yes,
but so you
yes.
got your own shirts now, girl.
There you go.
Wear them proudly.
Awesome.
We got you
Awesome.
some
Thank you
pigeon
so much.
emoji.
Yeah.
So we're going to send you some Onolicious
new
fortune cookies
that
with
are
pigeon.
in pigeon. Yeah.
Fortunes in
My
it.
kids
And
Kayla, are you
tarot
on?
chips.
Are you on Instagram or Facebook?
Yes, it's Kayla Blake, ITS Kayla Blake
All right.
on Instagram and Kayla Blake on Facebook.
We're gonna follow you. Follow us
Come
back.
to YouTube.
Kayla
It's
Blake,
really,
ladies
really
and
embarrassing. I
gentlemen.
don't have a lot of followers.
No
as I'm
worries.
not-
We're going to
I'm
bump
not
up your
that-
numbers.
We're
I
gonna bump
promise.
it
Come
up.
on.
Follow Kayla Blake. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you
Thanks.
on the
Come to
extended
YouTube.
version of YouTube.
Go to YouTube.
Ahui.
Aloha, everybody.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing, the extended version. Make sure you hit the like button. Also hit the little bell. What is it? The name of it? The little bell, so we can
You're
notify
making a
you?
bell name.
No, it's
so
a
go ahead.
notification.
It is a
button.
notification.
Isn't it called a
button.
bell?
It's not called a bell.
Let's
but
ask Kurt.
it's not called a bell.
Just notifications,
Yeah.
and there's a little bell icon on it. Hit that so
He
we
likes
can
saying
let you
bell.
know when the next episode is coming out. And we have Kayla Blake hanging out with us today. We got a pigeon
Moji.com.
Moji.com gift certificate for you.
Yeah.
For the fortune cookies that are filled with fortunes in pigeon.
Yeah. So we're going to put that in your gift
I
certificate.
love it.
So you can
Yeah.
go on the
My kids are
website.
going to fight me for it.
They're
but
going
I'm
to fight you for it.
follow.
I know.
Kayla, how many kids do you have, Kayla? How old are they?
I have two. I have a son, Kekoa, who is 17, and my daughter, Kiana, is 16.
Oh, I have a
Wow.
Kiani who is 18.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that age is wow.
Ah,
You know? They're
loaded
becoming
statement.
little human adults, you know.
Don't get me
and,
started.
You know, trying to let go and let them make their own decisions once they're informed. Like,
Yeah.
this is my life experience. Now that you know, you make your own decisions, and you're like,
Do
know.
they have a connection to Hawaii? Do you bring them back here a lot? Are they
yes,
locafied?
huge, yeah. Keikoa listens to almost only Hawaiian music.
Wow.
and
You raised
kinda
him right.
Taught himself Hawaiian language. Also speaks
Wow.
Cantonese. Yeah, so
That's
they love
awesome.
it.
Is that
Hawaii
their
feels
is
like
that
home
their
to them.
picture right over your shoulder behind you? Is that your kids over your
Yes,
over your
but
right
that was
shoulder?
a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then the picture up at the top, it's hard to see, but our family has property on the Big Island.
Oh, nice.
Up right past V. And when I got married, I want to say 19 years ago, 2002. Um, we had all gone together the months before and cleaned it up, and so we were able to use that property for. I got married there. My brother,
Aw.
my cousin Jared,
That's
and Greg.
cool.
Yeah, it's a beautiful 26 acres of just beautiful untouched land.
Nice.
That's a
So
nice
we're
part
very
of town
lucky
to
to
be
have
living too.
Yeah.
When the zombie apocalypse comes, that's where you want to go.
Right? True that.
So cute.
Nobody
So
nobody will know that you're there. Do you cook Hawaiian food at home? I know you make laulau. You cook at home for the kids?
More when I'm home with my family. I mean, I make a little pig.
Yeah.
I learned the cheat way from my cousin in a
Crock
instant pot.
Yeah.
I know
Oh,
how
and
to make.
Instant
I can
Oh,
make a
you're
good
doing
one.
it even faster in an
Yeah.
Instapot.
Yeah, in an instant
You can
pot.
do an hour and 15 minutes. You ever heard of the brand NOH Foods?
Yes.
Okay, so they have a spice.
Smoke?
Yes, and it's just 2 scoops of this spice you put in with a pork butt. It tastes like it came out of the ground. My friends go like, "Did you dig an emu?" I go, "Yeah."
You
But
just-
it's no foods. And
I
you can
just
get
use
it
the liquid
online.
smoke. That's
Yeah,
all.
but this has no liquid smoke on it. It's really good.
Huh.
Yeah, you
Did
should
not
try
know
it.
that.
NOH.
So
Foods.
it's a spice.
It's a Hawaiian salt mix.
It's like a powder.
Okay,
I mean, like
okay,
a.
okay.
It's in a
That's
jar.
right. You're the cook, the chef.
Yeah.
The ramen show that you did. Oh my goodness! Congratulations. This is years later.
Oh, the
thank
yokocho.
you. Where did you
But-
see it?
I went, did my
She
homework.
goes.
that's
She
cool.
goes.
I'm surprised anybody watched it.
Why?
No, it's
That was a
It was on
great
the plate.
it's
show.
on. Actually, they just put it back on Hawaiian Air.
On a Hawaiian Airs too. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
And
food.
you taught me on that show that Saimin is Cantonese
Yes.
and I speak Cantonese
Do you?
for like small. It's like small noodles, right?
You thin noodle.
In Cantonese, Sai Min.
Yes, sai
So-
min. Yeah.
Wow.
And sai min was used with shrimp broth, and then the Japanese used tonkotsu and bone, so that's where we got ramen. But sai min was first, and we're the only place in the world that our McDonald's sells sai min.
I know. That was the coolest thing ever
Is it?
when they did that. I was like, yes. That's the only reason I would ever go to McDonald's. It's just
Right,
like,
right.
yeah.
When you come home, where do you like to eat your sai min? What place?
Oh, my cousin makes the Simon,
That's
and
homegrown.
my uncle Doug, they make the good stuff.
You can't
Right.
beat that.
So,
Homegrown.
Well, next time you come to Oahu, you got to go to Palace Simon.
Are they still open?
Yes,
I was just checking.
Okay.
they're like 100 years old.
Well, because of pandemic, so I get.
But
worried.
and it comes with
right.
2 teriyaki sticks, like real old school style.
Right.
Yeah, I bring. Go ahead.
There's this place in Kauai.
Hamura's Simon.
Yes. When my
The
husband
best.
and I were there a few years ago, we were there every day.
Yes.
You
know, my
saying.
auntie is the chef. She's the head, not chef, but she's the head Simon maker there, and she's been there like 45 years.
In Kauai?
On Kauai,
my
it's called Hamura. It's in a little house.
Mm.
But you know what the
Two
other
little Japanese ladies, right? Like
Yeah.
serving the Simon. It's the best thing.
You know, one of the best secrets there is the chiffon pie. Did you know that there's a chiffon pie in that little
At
house?
Hamura's?
Yes.
What's it made of?
Lilikoi chiffon
Oh,
pie. It
okay.
is amazing. It's almost like a
I didn't
meringue.
try that.
Didn't
Oh.
even think you'd order pie
So
at
when
a Simon's stand.
when you leave, everyone orders full pie frozen.
Oh,
And by
to
the time you
travel.
get home, it lasts for like 2 hours. It's so rock hard.
Right.
By the time you get home, that's when you cut it open. It's so good. Next time you go, check out the Hamura's pie.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Lilikoi chiffon.
Are you in LA?
I am.
Okay.
Culver City.
Culver City. So do you remember Harry's in Gardena? Used to have the best Simon. It used to be right down the street from Marukai and Hapa. Remember we were talking about Hapa's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That hotel.
I know where Marukai is, but
Yeah. So it's
I
on.
never went to Harry's.
It's on Western. I think it was Western.
Is it still or no?
No, so they just closed, no, maybe a couple years ago. But they're from Kauai, and they do the Hamura chicken on Kauai. I don't know if you had the Hamura, one of the
have
best
not
chickens
had-
in the world.
No.
But anyway,
Huh.
that's a cool block to go on because you also have Gardena Bowl that does local food.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, right past
and I did go
Marukai.
to that place that you mentioned.
Hapas.
Sujita. The
Oh,
ramen
Sujita
place?
Ramen. Yes, that's in
Yeah.
Korea. No, not in Koreatown. Where's that? Santa
Gardena?
The
Monica?
one on Sawtell, the one in LA. My
It's
friend
on
took
the
me there.
corner.
Yeah, right on the corner.
Yes.
I didn't know it was so famous, but he said, Kayla, the broth,
Yes.
60 hours, and I was like,
Oh,
oh,
gotta go
Yeah.
check it out
Yeah.
then.
So here's a little hack
Yeah.
here's a little hack for you. On the corner, Sojita has another ramen shop 1 block below them. And that's
South?
like the high end
Where is this?
ramen. It's in LA, but what's the name of that town?
Is that
Kayla?
J-Town? Is
Probably
that the west
Sawtell?
side? So if it's
like
Sawtell,
Sawtell area?
so it's West LA then.
West LA.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like that side, nearer to Santa
like-
Monica than K-Town.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
like Sawtell and Olympic.
Okay,
Like
so you're
around
heading towards the Mackay. You're going towards
Yes.
the ocean.
Very
Okay,
good ramen.
got it.
Very good. Where else do you like to eat when you come here? When you come home?
Not so much a specific place, but I really miss the good poke there.
Oh, the best,
So-
right?
Yeah, and I can't even think of the name of it, but my cousin lives up there, up Lurleen, up the hill, and at the bottom of the hill, there's a liquor store that has poke in the back of it. I can't remember the name because of the T.
Tamuras, Taniokas.
What is it?
Tamuras or Taniokas?
Got to be
Tamuras.
Oh,
Tamuras, yes.
Yeah.
That's more
And,
towards Hawaii Kai side,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's the first time I had the mussel
Oh,
poke.
yeah.
Oh.
And so they had so many. So I don't know. We're having dinner at my cousin's, so I just bought 8 different-
Everything. Yeah. You're like, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take
I
that.
was reading something a couple months ago how LA, well, California has like 333 new
Poke.
poke shops over the last 5 years.
She's like,
and
no,
I haven't
it's not
been to
the
one
same.
good one yet.
Yeah.
I tried at least 20 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ramen came in a few years ago, and so
Yeah.
all of a sudden, all these ramen places popped up, and then the poke places popped up, and I was like, oh, I'm excited, I'm gonna try it, but
It's not the same.
not so
No.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Not so
what
good.
are they getting wrong? Is it all mayonnaise?
They make it like a salad, and then the other thing is you have to marinate it. Poke
Oh.
is marinated in all these different sauces, right?
Right.
They think fresh, you just add all the sauces. I mean, fresh fish is good,
Right.
but a lot of these places not getting fresh fish, and we're spoiled, right? Hawaii people, we
we are spoiled. That is
Yeah.
true. That is very true.
Is there
There was a
any?
place in Culver City where they tried it. It was only poke, and I was so hoping that they would
Get it right.
last. And I mean, they were gone in a couple of weeks because nobody was in there. I didn't even get a chance to go in there to try
Try
because
it.
I think also, like if you're not local, and you're not familiar with those kinds
You
of
don't
flavors
know.
and those kinds of things, you're thinking raw
What is
fish.
this?
But
Yeah.
for us, that's like
yeah.
grind.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I would say better yet if they're not successful, because then we're gonna run out of fish. we need more. How often do you come home? I'd love to have you on the cooking show.
Oh, see, now I'm gonna come home tomorrow.
Ah.
Not often enough, maybe every few years.
Yeah.
But I will let you know when I come back. I would love to be part of your cooking.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you don't send the kids home like you used to do? You don't make them, you guys don't come every summer? You guys don't do that kind of thing?
No, not all. I mean, we may more. I mean, my son may end up going to UH. He's like
Good.
looking at that school. So
Right.
maybe
Right
I'll
on.
get out there and be on one of the shows that's out there.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
never know. Knock on wood, girl. Knock on wood.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
better call your agent right now and go, what's going on? Oh,
We got something in the works.
Angie Lepret's
can't
doing
say
a
anything.
movie right now. What movie is Angie
that?
doing?
And-
Angie, she's
and
doing
she's
a movie
always
right
working
now.
on something.
It's like
Yeah,
has a
she's,
Hawaiian name to it.
TV series.
Oh, it's a TV series. What's it called?
Yeah. No, I think that maybe I know she was working with John Wells on Kainui Road.
Kanui Road. That's what it is.
Yeah. And
And how come you're not at the front of the line? What's happening? What's going on? What we got to call her out for? What, Angie? What's happening? How come? What?
Yeah, Angie, how come I didn't get an audition?
I cannot say anything. Let's just
Okay.
put it that way.
Okay.
All right, we
right.
won't say anything.
We'll check back later. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. You circle back around.
Just send the positive energy
Yeah,
my way.
yeah.
All right, Kayla, we're going to do a little rapid fire questions for
This
you.
is
okay?
new. I'm new
Just-
to this.
Just like first thing that comes off of your mind,
I
real
don't want to
easy.
do this, Brooke. I'm nervous.
I don't know.
now.
Me too. I'm not. He's just cooking this up right now.
You're so funny. What are you nervous about? All right,
Okay,
you work
what
with
you're
Eddie
gonna
Murphy and Gary Marshall. Jeez. All right, you ready? What's your favorite cereal of all time?
Her face is awesome.
I don't eat cereal.
Okay.
When you were a kid, you didn't have cereal?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was Lucky Charms.
Yeah, that's a good one, Kayla. That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's marshmallows in it.
Is that what that's about?
And it's not real marshmallows.
Okay.
You have
Whatever.
a
So
question?
gross.
What's your favorite Hawaii fruit?
Mango.
Mango.
Who's your favorite actress?
Brooke.
She's not that good of an actress.
Not an actress. Sweet though. Sweet.
She's a drama queen, not an actress.
I have, there's a few. I love Viola Davis.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Very
She
talented.
yeah.
She's great. It's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite local food?
Poke.
Nice.
Favorite beach in Hawaii?
Oh. I don't know. I like the beach like over where my family's property is. So
Is that Big
I
Island?
think they call it Navi Bay.
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Wow, that's niche.
Yeah.
That's a really niche. Like,
Yeah.
that's the next level.
You got to catch a helicopter to get down there.
Almost.
2 more.
Favorite local mall?
Kahala Mall?
Look at you.
You
Is it one that comes
maka,
from
eh?
Wow, how you do that? How you stay?
Because when I was there working on the show, they had me staying at the Kahala condos.
Oh, where
Great
Jack
place.
Lord. Where
Yes,
Jack Lord was.
And I actually saw him like poke his head out,
Wow.
White long hair.
Still
so they had me
devastatingly
there.
gorgeous. I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard those condos were going for like $100,000 right now.
No.
Yeah, but you know why? Because the lease ends soon.
Oh.
So everyone's like scrambling. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with it.
Oh.
Yeah, we should go buy one.
Why? They're gonna take them away?
No, and then we just stay in there and let them kick us out. You're kicking out the Hawaiians?
Stop.
This is our ahupua'a.
Okay, relax.
All
Relax.
right, last one. Favorite male actor.
You better say Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins.
A lot of skin in that game. A lot of skin in that game, girl. A lot of skin.
Robbins.
A lot of skin in that game.
I would love to meet that guy. Is he really cool? Please tell me he's cool.
He's the best.
Coolest.
Cool, okay.
The coolest.
Because wait, I don't want to get into his tea, but he and why am I blanking on her name from both?
Susan Sarandon?
Sarah?
They're no longer together, right? They broke up
Yeah.
a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were they were the couple.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they were the couple.
No, but you know how you like an actor, you like an actress or a singer, and then you find out that they're not nice? It always so disappointing.
It is disappointing, and
Isn't
it's more common than not that you hear
Yeah.
stories like that.
That's why I'm
This
so
is
glad
what-
you said he's nice.
Yeah, this is what amazed me about him. When they asked me to join the company, my concern was, look, I am a mom and a wife first.
Yeah.
And as much as I want to be in this company, because you get, you meet with him, and we have workshop every week.
It's like a halal. It's like being a hula dancer. Like once
It
you
really
commit,
is,
you're
yeah.
in. Yeah.
And and he doesn't charge a fee to be in the company, but you have to put in volunteer hours to keep the company going. And there's some actors that are work up in the office and they get paid, but everybody else, he wants it to be self-sustaining. And and as much as I wanted to be in the company, I was like, my family comes first. And at that time, my daughter was doing volleyball club and my son basketball club, and we were traveling all over the place. And he said, Kayla, always family first.
That's
Aww.
cool. That's cool.
Right?
Right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then the fact that I'm in this company where I've been able to share stories about my Chinese heritage, my Hawaiian heritage, and he's so supportive of us and such a just down to earth.
That's so amazing. Tell everybody where they can. Is it still live? Are you guys have one coming up? Are you any streaming?
Oh yeah, well, we're streaming, but by the time the show airs, I think we're not streaming.
It's gonna
Okay.
be Uapau Lava by then, but we should make him an honorary kama'aina. Let's vote.
Yeah.
We're gonna vote
Okay,
right now. Okay, so Tim Robbins is now local now. So
Yeah.
tell him he can come and vote for Oha.
Actually, maybe ask him. Can you ask him if I this is me. They can say no or they can say yes. Ask him if he can do our show.
Ooh. She's like, I don't know if I want to make that ass. That's a little over the line. I just met you.
All you gotta
Might
say
be
is
over the line.
All,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
you gotta say is this amazing show in Hawaii that I
Yeah,
just did.
it's a little much.
You would love it.
Let him come here and buy some land first and try the poke, and then we'll
Kayla, we're so proud of you, of everything that you've done, all your accomplishments. Thank you for representing.
Thank you.
That's,
And,
see, no need to be nervous, right? This is just valao. We just talking stories. Like,
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
That's what Angie said. She said, just talk story.
Yeah.
You guys are so sweet and so loving and so aloha spirit.
Oh,
I'm very
thank you.
grateful to have met you and to be on this show with you.
Well, we
So,
hope to meet you in person soon, and when you come to Hawaii, come in the studio.
yeah, then you're gonna be on
I
this
will.
cooking
I would
show.
love to do that.
You're gonna
Yeah.
be on the other shows.
This show also started airing on Hawaiian Airlines, so tell all your friends.
Cool.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
when you catch the plane to come here to do the other shows, you can see yourself on the plane.
And my cousin works for Hawaiian Airlines too.
See?
so-
Give her a shout out. What's her name? What's his name?
His name, Jared Sniffen.
Jared
This is the
Sniffen.
one that has
Oh, it has the Matsu
Matsumochi.
Mochi
Yeah.
as a
And
side
the fireman
hustle.
who's
Okay.
forever
Is
working.
I think
Yeah.
I know the Is Sniffins in Maui? Are they from? Is that family
There's
in Maui?
Sniffins
They're in Maui,
everywhere.
yeah.
They're
I know
Yeah.
the Sniffins.
And also, anybody that's a Sniffen is
It's
related to me.
related.
Yeah.
And the Sniffins also on the Big Island. The Lim family,
It's
Yes.
related to the Sniffins.
They're related to us. Their grandmother and my grandfather.
Yeah.
Siblings.
Kayla, can
Yeah.
you sing? Can you sing?
No.
Oh.
no,
You
no.
skipped it.
I can dance. I was a
She's-
professional
You dance
dancer.
with us? Oh, nice.
It's adjacent. It's adjacent.
Singing, no.
All right. Well, you're so multi-talented. Thank you so much for taking your time to do the show.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Congratulations
Thank you so
on
much.
everything.
It's
Her
such a
name
pleasure
is
to meet you guys.
Kayla Blake. Please follow her. She's on Instagram, and you're on Facebook too, right?
Yes,
follow her.
Instagram, it's Kayla Blake.
Kayla Blake. Look for her. We're going to follow you. Make sure you subscribe. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. It's a Hawaii thing. Till next time, ahui ho.
Hawaii thing. Whoa, it's a Hawaii thing.